Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Last of Eden's Vices, a Vampire the Masquerade show by Goblets and Gays. In just a moment, I will introduce our kindred, but first, let us talk about safety. Vampire the Masquerade is a game of personal horror, and as such, we might touch on sensitive topics. The cast and I have completed a session 0. I have their lines and veils. In chat, you will see a list of content warnings for this session. For our podcast and YouTube listeners, these can be found in the episode notes. But now we'll move on to our cast. They will go around, introduce themselves, tell you who they are, and who they're playing.
Hello, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Feline, who also uses she, her pronouns. We are the resident Banu Hakim, and we're totally fine. Absolutely. No trauma whatsoever.
No trauma, no trouble. Hi y'all. I'm Melissa. My pronouns are they, them. And I play Nora Wilmore, who is a caitiff. Nora's pronouns are she or they.
Hello, I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I am playing Lupe Cruz, who uses she, her pronouns, is the Bruja, and doesn't have trauma. No, she has trauma, but not related to this coterie. That's all.
I was muted. Hello, everyone. My name is Nala or Jay. My pronouns are they, them. And tonight I am playing Erilyn Shu, who is Malkavian and uses Zizim Zir's pronouns. And I am reeling because I pull a tarot card for myself at the beginning of every session, and I got the Fool, which is really funny given the events of last episode that I was not around for. Tee-hee! So that's how that goes.
Well, it's better than you pulling the tower last session.
So true.
No,
I did pull the tower last session.
It was upside down moon and then the tower.
Yes, it is moon reverse and then tower.
That is exactly what happened.
Good Lord.
Boy, that is to the T. That is exactly what happened.
Really Well, speaking of last session, you all finally figured out and confronted the person causing problems in your domain. It was a 20-year-old sophomore at Brown named Millie, who was a Danse, a living vampire. Surprise, surprise. And, well, long story short, Millie is no longer among us.
Sauce!
Millie vented.
Yeah, just a little. Vented and called her mom for help, which only caused problems. And, Lupe has a new car, and there's a body in the chest freezer in your attic.
Forgot that y'all got a car for me.
Yeah.
I just probably wouldn't keep it too long. Just people will start poking around eventually, I guess.
Oh, that's not a problem.
That's fair. But speaking of Lupe, it was around the time that everyone took Millie from the frat house to Erilyn's apartment that you got a text from Antonio saying, "There's somebody here who wants to talk to you."
Clearly she did head that way. She would have texted back as someone I know.
The message back to you is, "I would be very surprised."
That is heavy concern moment. Lupe will head back. I don't know if she had a car this time around. She doesn't have a car yet. She'll find one and head over.
Yeah, I imagine so. Look, Halloween weekend on campus,
Oh,
there are
yeah.
cars everywhere.
Just to make it like less suspicious, you'll find one illegally parked and then steal that one.
That's plenty. You
Exactly.
you come out with like probably an early 2000s sedan of some kind as you eventually get back to your haven, and Antonia will meet you sort of like in the lobby and say, the person headed up to your room. I tried to get them to wait, but they wouldn't listen to me.
Did they? They didn't even say who they were.
I mean, you gave a name. Name didn't mean shit to me.
What's the name?
Don't know an Aiden, do you?
No. I don't remember most people's name, but Aiden doesn't stick out.
He's a little fucking twig of a dude. Doesn't look like your usual type, so.
Okay. Lupe is going to head up. Lupe is going to keep the mask on. Just because, yeah, she doesn't know who the fuck this is.
Yeah. As you, I imagine your room is on like the where if this place was to have a penthouse, it would be there.
Exactly.
Very
yeah.
top level. Yeah. You get up there and you, let's see. Yeah. As you exit the elevator, you hear the sound of someone whistling out a tune, and your door is wide open.
Normally, Lupe is ready just to fight anyone. Currently, she is ready just to like fight. And like as she walks over, she like walks to the door and says aloud, "It's like, it's very rude to just burst into people's houses."
Give me a wits awareness roll.
Awareness with wits roll. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. As you say that, you. So, if the door on your apartment was open, would you be able, like, how far into your apartment are you able to see?
I imagine like the door goes into like an open like living room area, so it'll be the door, a very sparse, like there's a table, a couch, and then like maybe like a wall of windows that currently has like the curtains closed, like almost normally, but that's really all that you could see.
Yeah. Into this living room, there is this person sitting on the couch. They have these sort of ripped up jeans, and this sort of long dark coat on, sort of like peacoat-ish fabric. And they, as you say, they're just being like, well, you were taking your sweet time, and I got bored.
Your name is Aiden? Is that correct?
Yep, Aiden. And don't wear it out.
All right. Don't have to worry about it. Who the fuck are you?
Oh yeah, yeah, we haven't met yet, but I was I got business with your sire. Your sire owes me. I cashed in that boon and gave me your name.
Fucker.
Yeah. So we got a little business. I have something that I think might be very good for you. And in exchange, you run a message for me, and we're square. I give you this information that I have. You run a message. You never see me again. Are you still standing at the doorway of your apartment?
At the point when they said sire, they like walked in.
So fun fact about that. When you attempt to walk in, you walk right into the door. And as it happens, like this illusion around you breaks. And your door is still closed. And the voice is actually just coming from right behind you. They're like leaning against the wall.
Bad jokes. Haha. All right, come in. Lupe is gonna now open the door and then point over is like, just sit on that couch over there.
Yeah. I'll follow you in.
And to like, once you see Lupe is gonna turn to the right and go to the fridge and like open it, and it's just like a bunch of like bottles of blood. And it's gonna crack it open like a beer and hand one over. And just, all right, what do you want? What do they want? What message?
Well, I have been doing some digging around for somebody in your social circle, let's call it. And I got some information that they were looking for. I can't really like give it to them. I'm, me being on the outs and all of that.
You were looking for someone sociable. You really chose the wrong motherfucker.
Oh, I mean, you just gotta deliver the message. You just have to tell them this. I can't get near Elysium tomorrow. On account of me being very much part of the wrong social circle. So yeah, I was told that despite Carver's best efforts, you fell in with this group.
Yeah. It's not like you got much choices around here when you don't own anything.
Yeah, it's a problem with the cam. But you need to find Morgan the Hound. And you tell her that August has been spotted in New York.
Out of character, do any of these names like ring anything for me?
Give me a if you have it, wits etiquette. For because these are all or you could do intelligence occult.
I have no etiquette. Dots, I mean. I have no etiquette dots.
Yeah.
I don't have any occult dots. I have intelligence.
Yeah, if you want to roll intelligence or wits,
I will roll wits. Wits are better for Lupe.
Two, the name Morgan is relatively familiar. They are part so the way that some of the stuff goes is you have the sheriff, and then working for the sheriff are these called hounds, essentially like deputies. So you may have met Morgan at some point. You don't know the face, but you've heard the name. And the name August means nothing.
Got you. Lupe would just say, any of this help me at all?
And for doing that, I have some information. It's little birdie told me that you might be gunning for one of the crime groups around here. And I know that the Valentino family, I know the routes they bring their guns and drugs in. In about 72 hours, they expect a new shipment. It is a boat coming in from the harbor.
That is very good information. Consider this job done. I will figure out where the hound is, get this information to them. Next time, could you just be a little more courteous to Antonio?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, just we'll see you around. Say as they get up and they drain the bottle and then leave.
And as they're leaving, Lupe would take out their Elysium, non-Camarilla, non-coterie phone, just like a regular cell phone, to text Antonio. Specifically, it's like, got new information. We should talk within the next day or two.
Yeah. You get you got it.
And then Lupe would take off the mask, throw it on the table in the middle, and just sit on the couch and just never a moment of peace.
Well, that's what you were up to while the rest of the group was having their fun. And that will bring us to the end of this night, and we'll move into the night of Elysium. And I need all of my kindred to give me a rouse check.
Dang it, that didn't go in my little tray.
I got a success. Does that also mean I get to mark off one of my health things?
No, this is to wake up.
Got you.
This is
Fair
to
enough.
wake up.
Fair enough.
I rouse successfully.
Yeah.
I get hungrier, and I'm very hungry, apparently.
I get hungrier, but I'm not very hungry.
A reminder that we've got some delicious literal flowers in the back of our frat house.
Yep.
We're also
Damn.
going to a party that'll have lots of snacks.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like if you need something to tide you over until we get to the party, just grab a bunch of fucking flowers and just start, going, minty fresh,
Question.
Yes.
Could I have fed on my client the previous night?
Have you fed from your herd within this week?
Oh, yeah, I have. So,
If you want to roll for it, I would allow it.
okay. I would like to roll for it, because I'm at 4 right now, if this stays.
Yeah. And I believe your hunting roll is
Insight and intelligence.
yes. If you want to roll that, it's only going to be it's 3. If you get a 3, you're good.
Okay. Intelligence, insight. And do I roll with 4 hunger dice or the 3 that I had prior?
You would roll with 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say that you're able to sneak in somebody in the beginning of the night.
Okay. Erlen calls someone on the wait list. Actually, yes, I do have an appointment.
Appointment 10 minutes from now. Can you
Yeah.
be here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 successes. Yeah.
6 successes. Yeah, you can. How much hunger do you want to sate?
3? Can I do 3? So I'm back to 1?
Yeah. You might just have Jamie give the person some. Give me a second. Some milk and some like orange juice and cookies. My cat.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Erlen's like, oh, not only is this your first appointment with me, but I'm going to give you some snackies.
Can you imagine though? It's just like, oh, finally, I can go see the campus tarot reader. Oh, feel really lightheaded.
A little woozy here.
A little
I'm like, whoa, what time is it? How long have I been out? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I passed out at complete random at your place. That's really bad. This isn't normal. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
But so you all wake knowing that tonight is Elysium. I am guessing that you probably also want to gather and discuss the plan.
I think Erlen, upon waking after having this client, or I guess before having the client, Erlen will text our group chat and just be like, "So how'd it go with Millie?" The question mark.
You know what Lupe follows up to is like, yeah, did it go well? Anything we need to know about?
Nora will text back, "It's taken care of." And then another text right after, smiley face.
3 question marks from Erlen, and then, what do you mean? And then that one emoji that looks like it's like the eyes with the one raised eyebrow and the flat mouth. It's like the one.
Oh yeah, Nora's smiley face was the like, not comma, dot, and then the parenthesis.
Not an
Colon
emoji.
parenthesis.
Not an emoji.
Yes.
Pauline will just reply, we'll explain more in person. Way better, way easier to do that.
Erlen
Also-
sends the same emoji again.
Yep. Also, Feline, did you want to heal that little bit of the last aggravated?
Here's the thing, I'm at 3 hunger. If I fail, I'll just start bleeding all over the place again.
Okay.
So, it's still, yeah, why the fuck not? Why not?
Mm.
I need to pass all 3, right?
Well, you'll heal no matter what. It's just how hungrier you're going to get.
Yeah, and it's like regardless, gotta pass all 3. Y'all should just eat my shit and die. Pass all 3.
Then
Pass
yeah,
all
go.
3. Nasty.
Let's go.
Wow.
yeah, you are fully healed.
Well, one of them's a crit too.
Nice.
Nah. Whew. Okay. Maybe they know what my desires are for for this session. Maybe they know, and they also want to be a part of the fun. You know. Goodness.
So, are you all gonna collect at the frat house, I guess?
You're muted.
I am muted. Yes. Hello. I'm at Ulysses' house. And I had placed an order not just for myself but also Erlen, because everybody else
Yes.
insisted that they were okay. I know I have something for Erlen, and I also have a blazer for Lupe, because I feel like that's the most I can get Lupe to wear, if Lupe even remembers that they're supposed to dress nicely today. So, just I have that ready as well, or at least I ordered for that too. So I think I will need, 1, I need a ride, so I'm going to ask her to drive me there, and 2, I'm going to bring those with me. I'm in a cute little tracksuit, but like I've like my hair is really nicely done, I think. And I think I've got like half a face on. And by half a face, I mean like it's where what matters the most. The lip doesn't matter until the actual time, but like I can get away with a nice like eye look kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I'm just really ready for this, you know?
Yeah. And as you arrive, Alessia will look at you and take your chin. You look up at her and say, "Will you require a ride?"
Yes. You're coming today too, right?
Wouldn't miss it.
Well, I need a ride to where my coterie stays. You don't have to come in if you don't want to. That is entirely up to you. You're kind of. I feel like you're gonna meet them anyways, so it's whatever you'd like.
Well, I see no reason to, not give you the ride there and then not take you on to Elysium after that. I don't imagine you all want to squeeze in one car.
I don't want to be in one of my. I love getting rides from them. You know, beggars can't be choosers, but I can't pull up in that. It's a really nice car. Like it's really cute and I love the stickers, but I really do like the stickers. I just I can't roll up. I can't roll up in that. I really can't. So when you see it, you're gonna think it's adorable. And then you're gonna understand why I can't be seen in it.
No, I understand. I do imagine. I'm not sure exactly of the model of the car, but my brain just thinks that Alessia has something that you would see like James Bond and like the 1970s films drive. It's old, it's classic, it's very shaped.
Is vintage, but like it's taken care of, kind of vintage.
So she has a car like that, which would be much more appropriate to pull up to Elysium in.
I think during the ride, I talk a little bit more about Erlin's car because I feel bad for saying I don't want to pull up in it, but at the same time, I don't know about y'all, but I have a stake in this socially, and then I was just feel like, like their car is so cute. You just want to go fucking camping or something, It's like the most fun camp counselor you've ever met. But you can also tell that they probably have asthma or something. I don't know.
Wait, I want to know. Jay wants to know what Feline's favorite bumper sticker that I have is. And I can remind you of what some of them are.
I would love a reminder of some of them, and then I'll pick high key because I think high key. Feline finds the bumper stickers very cute. It is a very endearing little car, but she has a social standing to think of first, and she'll tell you it to your face.
So, for example, so I drive I think it was a 2012 Subaru Outback, and the first important bumper sticker is that I've taken the logo of Outback Steakhouse, cut off the part that says Outback, and stuck the word Steakhouse under where on the car the little metal detail says Outback. So I have Steakhouse right under that. I also have that diamond shaped one, but it says no baby on board, so by all means hit me. I have a rectangle of the black and white hypnosis circles, and then in really loud text over it says, "Ooh, you want to let me merge? You want to let me merge so bad." I have a sticker that says, "I downloaded this car." I have one that says, "Mass hole at heart." I have one that says, "Teslas are stinky." I have one that is a picture of George Bush, and it says, "This man ate my son."
That's the one.
Okay. That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
And I talk about that sticker.
This man ate my son.
Mhm.
Erilyn, you had kids?
You don't get it, Alicia. The stickers are water resistant. That's good.
Anyway. Amazing.
I talk like this.
Yes. So yeah, you were given a ride by Alicia, who is like still kind of like is not fully dressed for Elysium either. But is kind of partially there. She still has her like vest and jacket and tie that she needs to put on, but she's got the slacks and the shirt.
I'm gonna tie that tie later.
Yep.
I have to. I love gay tie scenes. Oi, 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 oi. You know, it's that.
Mm.
I'm gonna tie everybody's tie, but like I want to tie her tie first.
So yeah, you all reconvene at the frat house. It's very clean.
Erilyn does the very dad thing of slapping my knees, and Z says, "So, how'd it go? Where is Millie?"
Whose car is that outside?
For you.
Repeat that part a little bit again because you cut out a little.
Oh, sorry. The car's for you, actually. You might not want to keep it for very long, but it seems like you go through them pretty fast, so.
Touched, but what does that mean it's for me? Whose car is that?
I think I roll up now. And be like, hi. I make Alicia get all the stuff in the back though,
Yeah, of course.
and will let myself and her in, and just be like, okay, coterie, my friend Alicia, my coterie.
I have clothes for you.
I take
Okay.
my clothes.
Yes, you are handed a blazer.
No, Lupe's handed the blazer. Erlin's got
Oh.
everything.
Okay, Erlen already has everything. Lupe gets the blazer.
Yeah.
Biz just like, I did say I had it covered, but I do still need to go get them.
Well, I mean, consider the blazer as a gift. So next time you just, have one.
It is very nice. It is handmade.
It's very nice. And Erlen is holding up a teal suit with a patterned button down that has a bunch of large cats, like tigers. The actual print is small, but it's tigers and I think tigers and lions kind of shtick. It looks like the Ishtar Gate is what the shirt reminds me of.
Guess would only make sense. Not that only makes sense, but like I feel like a pink blazer would like be funny for Lupe, but she would rock it.
She absolutely would.
She would, yeah.
Look,
With
blazer.
the pink and then all black everything. Yeah.
Literally, blazer looks are actually really smartly done. I find like recently. So like just I want one, and I'm not a blazer person. But I want one personally. So I feel like the Lupe would look really good in one.
Hey, what happened to Millie? Why aren't you answering my question?
Oh, because it's like, I don't want a digital trail just in case. But she's dead.
What?
Oh, okay. That explains
Yeah.
the card in.
Mhm.
Wait. What happened?
She tried to run away,
She called her human mother to
and then her
try
human,
to get her away.
yeah, and then her human mother became involved. She's dead too. And yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
We're also pretty sure Millie was a Domfear.
What's that? Like
Sometimes
like in D&D or
a little bit. Sometimes when a thin blood is so weak, like their vampire blood, they can actually physically reproduce, and that is so bad for all of us.
Wait, so you're telling me there's a step down from thin blood?
Down, up, I'm not sure. The bitch could actually fly.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was the thing. But the issues are Camarilla really doesn't like that. We've got a lot of other clans that would love to abuse her blood. And we really tried to keep her alive until she got her human mother involved and tried to run away. Like the mother showed up. We didn't go hunting for her. She gave her our address and your address, actually.
Address.
Yeah.
While I was upstairs?
Yes.
Fuck.
what? That was a very quickly moving night.
Yeah.
That happened like in only like a couple of hours. I wasn't
Yeah.
gone for that long.
Why did you
Yeah.
go upstairs?
To get ready for your client?
No, I know. Why did I leave you alone? with
Oh,
her?
I would assume that you thought that she was harmless.
She did seem harmless. I mean, I guess this explains why she never came back. Because she was supposed to sleep on my couch.
Mm-hmm. Now she's sleeping in the freezer upstairs.
Here?
It's still here.
We had to keep her body somewhere. Don't worry, we drained it out of blood. Which, by the way, she did bite me. But like I think I did well. Like I think I healed it up just fine. But yeah, like she didn't go down without a without a suboptimal fight. I shouldn't say suboptimal. I think it was a great play. But yeah.
I think it would have been a better play if she just stayed on the tarp, but you know.
Yeah, no, we had to I apologize for all the blood again, Nora, because you live here. And it was a mess.
Well, it looks clean now.
It's great knowing people.
What do
So
we
that,
tell the prince and sheriff?
That's see, that's what I wanted to discuss next, because we're gonna have to give the body anyways and let them know that we got it taken care of. They'll be happy regardless. We did our job, okay, and we took care of the human. So like it's a done deal. We're great.
But won't people miss her mother?
They might, but the idea is as long as we, get rid of the car eventually, leave without a trace, they're not gonna find her body.
Body's already been passed off. It's not.
Mm-hmm. So we can deal with just regular missing person kind of vibe, but the issue is Millie's was a Domfear. And I don't know if we want to tell the Camarilla that.
Wait, why doesn't the Camarilla like Dampiers?
It's the next step in evolution, and they're really old and scared of that. But truthfully, we should also be a little bit worried about it because we don't know anything either. And there's a lot, once again, a lot of crazy stuff you can do with blood.
Erlen's face looks very confused right now. And I think in Erlen's mind, Z is trying to like cobble together the sort of quote unquote like rules about like blood potency, because Erlen is the newest turned vampire out of all of us, and Erlen is trying to figure out why Zir blood is like, why Zir not thin blood or whatever. Because like based on logic, Erlen would assume that if you're turned very soon by someone, that you'd be a thin blood, or I guess now a Damphir. And so Z's trying to like figure that out in Zir brain.
Though I will remind you, the Damphir came out of fucking.
Yeah, Damphir are born, not turned.
Yeah, like a thin blood got it on, and actually produced something, and that something was Millie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So someone else is gonna do the talking, right? Because I don't know what to say or what not to say, and I might say things that are wrong, and I don't want to do that.
So respectfully, I'd like to do the talking, but that's just
fine.
because...
That's completely fine with me, as long as it's not me. Because I wasn't even there.
You weren't there, and same thing with Lupe. I don't know how you feel about that, Nora, but I've been here for a while, so I do have some political pull.
I'm happy to let you take over.
It's probably
But
better I don't talk.
I think that as far as the Camarilla needs to know, we found her. We put her into torpor so that we could bring her in. She attacked us, and we had no choice but to fully put her down. We were doing our best to follow their request, and they did say dead or alive.
I will say that, Feline, you do know that they are going to have somebody check the body. Using blood sorcery or auspex, something, because they'll want to verify that this actually is the body.
Yeah, do I know, like, if there is a way to like, check that she is more than a thin blood? Like, is there, like, a little...
But if someone were to do, because you have taste of blood, there is a ritual version of that. And yeah, you did get rid of a lot of Millie's blood, but there will still be some like residual blood in there as well. So more likely than not, it's going to the prince will have the Tremere Primogen do it. Check to see if this is the person performed this ritual.
And there's a good chance that they'll pick up that
yes,
Millie is okay. So Feline will add. They will most likely perform some blood sorcery to identify Millie, and so there's a very, very good chance that they're going to figure out what she is. What she actually is. My suggestion is that we tell them first, and then they figure it out. It might win us some bonus points that we acted faithfully. And she does air quotes when she says faithfully. It'll make the old people happy. And I rather have the old motherfuckers as happy as they can be so they can leave us alone.
So you want to tell them the bad news that they're going to be mad at?
It's better that they know from us who did our jobs and then we went a little bit above, you know?
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Think of it like it being an overachiever. We achieved. It's better than them finding out ourselves and then we have to act dumb.
No, I'm good at acting dumb if you want.
I don't know if all of us can. Act. You'd be perfect. You're fine. You're amazing. But I don't know if I can. I'll just point it at me. I don't know if I can. I can do my best, but I don't know. Heike, if someone were to be like, "Oh, Feline, I thought if anyone would figure this out, it'd be you." I'm not doing so great, guys. I'm really hungry. I'll crack.
Erlen, you said there's a book about Dampiers. Did I hear that right?
What?
You said there was a book about...
No, it's a game. It's a game.
There's a game about Dampiers. How do they know about Dampiers?
It's the same way how there's movies about vampires, dear.
Yeah, you can you make a character and you can pick like what you want your character to be, like a human or an elf or something.
Wait a minute.
Dampier is an option.
Wait. Have you never seen fucking Blade? The trilogy? With Wesley fucking Snipes? And Ryan Reynolds is in it at some point. Have you never seen Blade?
Thinking about the timeline. No.
Our next mission is a movie night because Blade is a really fun movie.
Oh dear.
I hear they're remaking. I hear they're remaking it, but like it's so fun. It's a very fun movie. It's honestly one of the much better vampire movies that have come out, and I've seen a lot of them. My actual favorite is Hotel Transylvania, but like we're not gonna talk about that. I have made out of character. I've totally made Alicia watch Hotel Transylvania.
Of course.
She's like, I don't get this, but like, okay.
Yeah.
I hate that Adam Sandler is now canon in our world.
I personally love it. I made Adam Sandler canon. I made Wesley Snipes canon. I made so lot of people that shouldn't be, but they are. Here we are. That also means Marvel's canon, by the way, because they just said they're remaking it. But like, I feel like it has to be at some point.
Erlen has played D&D in canon.
This is like our second or third D&D reference, I swear.
Yeah. Lupe is just gonna say, I didn't have a lot of chances to watch movies or like. This is getting to too sad territory.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll let you relive your childhood.
No, it's fine. We need to go talk. What?
When?
When's Elysium start?
Elysium has quote unquote started. It starts like the night, and you're expected to arrive within the next couple of hours. They give a couple of hours for everyone to arrive because
wasn't it by midnight? That was our specific deadline. We had to bring the body by midnight.
By midnight, because it's when sort of everybody's given to midnight to arrive. Then the big stuff will happen, and then people will party the rest of the night. So you are going to the plan is to bring the body, present the body, and then be like, yep, she's a Dampier. I didn't want to, because theoretically, I will offer that you could try and get someone to lie. Really depends.
Ooh. We can get, Felix, that is the Tremere
owes you a major boon.
Owes us a major boon. We can get him to lie about the Dampier, but also, I don't care about the Dampier being known. Me personally.
Why would we want to hide it?
As for all that some of the older kindred might see it as the sign of a coming apocalypse, there are others who would have wanted to experiment on her and use her blood and learn more about her alive.
And theoretically, some people still can even with a body.
Experiment how?
Know more about that than me.
I
Could
don't
you
want to
repeat that
think.
part? Most of it was cut off of the set.
Feline, I assume you would know more about that than me.
Can I make a roll to see if I
Yeah.
know anything extra
Yeah.
besides what I'm about to bullshit?
Give me a we'll do an intelligence plus occult roll.
I just upped my occult as well. This is so good. There's also a lot of dice. Wait. Okay, yeah, I don't have anything for it. That's okay. I have research. Well, no, the research is for academics. Never mind. I'm not really researching. I'm trying to pull what I already know. Never mind. Four successes.
4 successes. Yeah, you know that depending on the Tremere, there may be something there. The Hakata have everything to do with necromancy. And then there is also, you're aware of Daedalus Solutions, a Kindred-owned think tank that is also may have an interest in studying something like a Donphier.
Well, there's the Hakata, another clan. They're just basically fucking necromancers. They're you know what
Alessia
necromancers
in the
are,
background
right?
just being like, yeah, I have to admit that.
Sorry, dude. I say that and I'm like, oh my god, wait. I meant that in the best way. I'm just like
And-
stating the obvious.
No, I'm not saying that you're not wrong.
So yeah, necromancers. The right Tremere would do a lot of nasty things to that body. And then there is a company called Daedalic Solutions. And they'd probably be super interested in any piece of her that they could get.
Probably best they don't know. Yeah.
And you
Well,
tasted her when you did Feline taste her? Like you specifically, okay.
Oh no, I haven't. I did not taste her. I
But-
tasted her victims. Victim.
Right. Tasting her, would they be able to differentiate between? They would.
Yeah, there is a. I don't know the ritual. I know the ability, but there is like a more heightened version of what I can do. They'd probably be able to figure it out, and it's most likely going to be done by Felix. So it really is just how much do we care about this?
Carolyn's been quiet because I think in Zir mind, Zir oscillating between saying something because I think Erlyn is uncomfortable with this or with telling them because the thought of people experimenting on someone who is dead and just like using the body for whatever science or whatever ethically to Erlyn is just wrong and morally bad. And so that's sort of Z's opinion, but Z also doesn't want to quote unquote rock the boat or also is very scared of the sheriff and doesn't want them the people in charge to find out that we all lied. So Erlen is quite literally sucking on their lip and fidgeting a bunch, but isn't saying anything.
We would most likely have to use our major boon.
I mean, we've already found people experimenting on whatever it is that Sam was.
A
Is-
werewolf?
Yeah, and that's already fucked up as it is. We don't need more, no necromancing. No offense.
It seems like you're good. I don't. One of the things I don't do.
Alicia doesn't do that.
I do guns.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll talk later. Yeah, I don't. Personally, I'd rather them not know. There's a way we could figure that out, because that's just disrespectful. First of all,
Yeah. Like, I don't know. There's. I guess I'm quickly learning that this vampire society Camarilla, they don't care about ethics of experimentation and all of that stuff. That is very important when you do, like, experiments in science, if you could even call this science.
Oh, it would most definitely be science. It'd be a little bit of magic too.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. Yeah, ethically, that's not good at all. Yeah, at all, not good. So if we could either somehow guarantee that Millie's body can be laid to rest after we turn it in, or we figure out how we can try to hide this, but that also might end up really bad, and I really don't want to be the subject of attention with certain people who we are going to be talking to tonight.
Is there someone specific that you're worried about?
No. Yes.
Oh, so it's the little face. No. Yeah. It's that face you made. It's the like it reminds me of like a. Have you ever seen like a dog get caught for doing something bad and they make a face like I didn't do shit? That's the face you made.
That's what Erlen looks like.
I mean, it will be easier to protect you from them if you tell us who it is you don't want to be in the bad side of.
Who don't I want to be on the bad side of? They
the
all
sheriff.
fucking they all fucking terrify me.
Is it the
That's-
sheriff?
No.
This is such a. Just tell us the truth. We're not going to judge you for being scared of somebody who has way more authority and power to actually kill you whenever they'd like.
Being scared of them is a good instinct.
Yes.
Yeah, what they said, you're very valid to be, I guess, scared of them. But you're fine. You can't be worse in their eyes than I am in theirs.
She did almost kill me before, so that's why I am normal.
for a specific reason, or just sort of?
Yeah, the fact that I just woke up like this, and I guess whoever turned me didn't get permission or whatever. I don't know. It was explained to me like a bunch of times, and I still kind of only barely get it. That's not here nor there, or whatever that phrase is. I'm fine.
Aubrey,
Yes.
would it be a major boon to get someone to sort of lose Millie's body between like Elysium and the next day, or would that be minor?
It really depends on who you're asking and what, like, you can offer. You offer a boon. You could also offer other things too.
So we sell Erlin to one of Felix's underlings.
Huh?
That's a weird jump. Okay.
What?
Don't be scared, Erlen. You can tell us anything. Nora, 2 minutes later, I'm gonna sell you.
Excuse me? What?
That's it. We need an adult. It's not Nora. Nora's officially now too old because you're saying some crazy things now.
If you want to sort of pay forward to Millie posthumously, we do have the boon from Felix. I just don't trust that. I mean, we can ask them, you know, don't tell the rest of the Camarilla what she is, but that doesn't stop him from working on her himself.
Do you trust that guy?
No.
He's a Tremere.
Okay, I don't trust him for less racist reasons. I sorry, I had to do that. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past anyone at this point. I mean, not gonna lie, if I were in a much better position, with more knowledge, I'd be interested in this body too. But I've got other morals and ethics actually that I follow, so she doesn't line up with that.
That's good. Having morals and ethics is objectively a good thing.
Yeah, well, but morals and ethics can only get you so far, dear. We live in this undead, immoral society. You think just because you say something like, don't hit me in the face, they're not going to hit you in the face. They will hit you with glasses and everything.
And at this point, Alessia will speak up and saying, I do have an incinerator in my basement.
Like to
What?
cremate
Oh.
the body, or
Oh, that's useful.
don't wait. Don't we have to show the body? Isn't that the
Yes, if you can get me the body.
like
somebody to get me
after.
the body after Elysium, I can incinerate it so that nobody can do that.
You would do that?
I owe her a lot.
I look to Feline and then back to her.
Why I'm
And then-
very openly talking about this.
And I look sort of at the rest of y'all. And Erlen's face just reads like, this seems like the best possible option. I think the only and Erlen will actually say, well, I guess then the only hang up is how do we get the body back after we give it to them?
Well, first we gotta make sure that they don't spill the beans.
Oh, so we're doing like the double lie situation. We're gonna lie and then take the body.
Mm-hmm. We need to lie the first time because if they find out this,
Then they won't. Yeah.
Then they'll be like, "Well,
participate.
where'd the body go?" And they will look to
I see.
us. Mm-hmm.
Alessio's like, yeah, I mean, if they thought it was just a thin blood, they wouldn't care too much about the body, but I understand.
So, to recap, we're gonna tell them it's a thin blood, and then try to steal the body back and hope that they don't care because we said it's a thin blood. And we have to tell Felix, who you don't trust, to lie for us.
If we use the major boon, he has to do it.
That's how boons work.
It's like favors. We all have minor ones, which, as long as it's not, it's within very reasonable means, they'll do it. It's a favor. But a major one that we all share is so much bigger. It's like forgiving a loan.
Oh,
Contract, right?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's bigger, which is why I am using it requires a group discussion. And I am not using my minor boon for this. I already have something that I want from him.
I don't-
Oh.
Sorry, I interrupted you, Nora.
Oh, I'll admit that I'm hesitant to use a major boon on this when we could save it for a rainy day, but if that's what we need to keep your
If we-
consciences clear.
If we don't use it, what happens?
Oh, they find out, and then we don't have any say with what happens to this body.
Would we still be able to get it back after, or no?
No, probably not.
Alessio, what do you think?
I think it's a good bet. I've heard a lot about Felix. Generally, everything that I've heard is he's honorable and will honor his boons. And especially as someone as a primogen, you definitely want to not make people think badly of you.
I look to Feline. She just said a lot of stuff that I don't get what she's saying.
Felix is in a position where he wants to be trusted and considered reliable. Think of it like when you're working and you really need this job, and so you really need to do well and perform
Mhm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
A part of that is networking.
Oh, so he's trying to network with us.
Felix
Mhm.
is not the regent of the Chantry. He is just the primogen. So he only has about as much power as he's given.
He's the person that the manager says is in charge when the manager and the assistant manager are not in.
I see. Erlen seems to understand that metaphor. a lot.
I fucking love that. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, I was like, please, if you don't understand this, I'm like, Erlen, have you ever had a job?
Yes! I worked
Like,
in a bakery! I worked in a bakery before I opened my store.
Exactly. So it's like, but I'm like, not gonna lie, I really like dumbing this down to like
Yes.
It's really funny, actually.
Mhm.
I'm
Shift
glad
lead,
that
you know.
I'm glad that Erlen was a shift lead at the bakery.
There you go.
This
So
is
in this
the
case, you're
spins
Felix.
around. I am the manager. That's no, okay. Erlen mutters something like, "I'm glad that I'm entertaining to you."
Do you understand a little bit better now?
Yes.
Good. But yeah, I don't see another way out of it, personally. Especially if it's... I don't know. What do you think, Lupe? Because you've just been going, this whole time. I actually can't tell what you're thinking, because you're wearing that fucking mask all the time.
Not wearing it right now.
Holy shit, that's your face?
Damn, Feline!
Oof.
I haven't seen her face before. She was wearing a mask forever, even when we went to the party.
And now she's fucking disappeared. Oh, you're back. How'd you do that?
We keeping this in.
How do I even reply to that? Honestly, I'm fine with using the major boon. I think it's fucked up that they're trying to like this old bullshit. They don't need to be arbiters of letting them be able to do all these experiments.
I agree. And also, I mean, who knows? We might get asked to do something else, and maybe we'll get another major boon from someone else. Or maybe Felix will need more help. We can ask him if he ever needs any more favors. He can ask us.
Honestly,
I mean-
us turning into major boon is just making him more likely to hire us again.
Mm-hmm.
So
We are already proven reliable, and the less things we have on him, the more comfortable he'll get with us, and maybe the more comfortable he'll give us things.
Okay. So we're doing it?
Are we in agreeance? Is that a fucking word?
Agreement.
Agreement, thank you.
I think Nora sighs a little bit, but finally sort of nods and says, "All right."
All right.
works for me.
And Alessia hefts a couple of garment bags and says, well, I think we have to get ready for a party. And that is where we will go to break. And when we come back, everyone will arrive at Elysium and we will go from there and see what happens. So yeah, get up, stretch your legs, get some water, food, whatever. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Just got invited to an event that starts at 8 p.m. I'm sorry, but not all of us are on cocaine.
As soon as Veronica leaves, Erlen looks at Feline and says, "You don't reckon they ban you from dressing up as a vampire, do you?"
Oh no. I mean, I've seen some people who just never got over their interview with a vampire phase. But I will say, don't come in Twilight garb.
I'm big with teens, girls, lesbians, the mentally ill, the very sad.
In the heart of New England, nestled in the frigid waters of the Atlantic, there lies a city shrouded in haunting beauty. A city of darkened alleyways, ancient spires, and whispers carried upon chill winds. Providence, Rhode Island presents itself as a labyrinth of secrets, where the past refuses to release its grasp on the present. The weather of the city perpetuates its gloomy allure, shrouding the city in a blanket of mist and fog to hide the monstrous nature of those who walk the streets at night. The near-constant rain acts as the city's tears, as if it's mourning something no one will understand. Tonight, is one of those nights. Somewhere in the city our kindred wake, in their own havens, or maybe one of a close friend or confidant. Though there is one thing that never changes: the beast, its desire to feed, to sate itself on blood.
Get ready to stalk the night with me. I start by getting up, you know, the deal, rouse the blood, no biggie. Then I get dressed. Love a good pink fit, so I think let's do that tonight. Do you all see this ominously glowing red pendant? So cute, right? Anyway, time to style my eternally perfect hair, and here's a pro tip for everyone. Before you accept the embrace, go get your hair done, okay? Trust me, it's gonna pay off in the long run. Smarter, not harder. So we're looking good now, which is really important. A kindred's always gotta look good. You have no idea who you might run into out there. After getting ready, I go and blow up my coteries group chat. Then I head out to our den. After we finish up with work tonight, I might go hunting, might not. We'll see where the night takes me, but stay tuned for the update.
Welcome back, Kindred. I hope you all had a restful 10 minutes as we all prepared for Elysium. And so I'm going to start off by asking, who is going in what car?
Erlen's gonna drive Nessie, which is their car.
I mean, Nora needs to hitch a ride with someone and is not ashamed to show up in Nessie, so I will pop along that way, I think.
I think
Oh, you go ahead.
I think it would be best to not drive in the car of the person's mom we just murdered. I think Lupe's gonna go in Nessie. Lupe's gonna join with Erlen and Nora.
And so Erlen's gonna look at Feline and say, "There's one more seat if you want to come in."
No, thank you.
Why not?
Because I promised Alicia that I would ride with her.
Okay. And Erlen rolls the window up.
Yes, so you will get in Alessia's car and we'll head off. Just a quick note, 2 things that are forbidden at Elysium: phones and weapons. So make sure you leave those in your car. So yeah, you leave those in the car as you all drive over, and sort of the street that the Performing Arts Center is on has been blocked off and for a private event. You know, most everyone else is pretty distracted with it being Halloween and all. And as you all pull up, there is a valet to take each one of the cars and park it sort of in a place that they have reserved for all of the vehicles. And you are all sort of very quickly ushered inside. Unfortunately, as much as the Keeper of Elysium wanted to do the full red carpet event, it's safer to just move everyone inside as quickly as possible so people don't notice. And as you all enter this beautiful theater, you see the lobby with all of its very classic details. And as you do, there are people milling about the lobby already. You'll spot Felix and Inessa on sort of this balcony above. They are discussing something as they look over everyone arriving. Feline, you see Keaton and Armand running security in very dashing suits, sort of wearing the earpieces, and they're discussing something. And Erlen, you see a very familiar looking person sort of milling about near where the bar is. You see Helena.
Ah. Amazing. I'm gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to see her? I think I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna go find them before they can find me.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah, a good strategy to seem like that you are like wanting to see them.
Yep.
So I kind of like spy them, and I kind of just break off from the group, because I think Erlen / I think everyone just knows Erlen shouldn't be around for the like asking Felix to do the thing, like just anything. Erlen shouldn't be around anywhere. So I'm gonna break off to go talk to the person who most people assume is my sire.
Yeah, and Helena is this femme person with sort of this very intense hair is the best way. It is somewhere between like neon and electric green, and they're wearing a dress to match in sort of roughly the same shade. And they see you, Erlen, and they sort of perk up, and they just go, "Yes, I'm so glad that you made it."
Hi, wow, great party.
It's just getting
there's
started.
A lot of people here.
Yeah, I mean, there will be even more. I'll introduce you. Come.
Okay. And I get dragged off.
Yeah, do you need something to drink before we go? A gesture at the bar.
What kind of drink? Well, is it blood or is it drinks?
They're holding like a champagne flute, and yeah, you can definitely tell that it is blood. It's a little different than normal. Usually, fresh blood has very much a look. It is blood. You can smell and see it, but it is part of it. It seems to be a little bit less viscous.
What are you drinking?
Sort of wafts and says, I believe this belonged to an accountant.
Oh. No, I'm good. I, drank earlier tonight.
Well, the bar will be open all night, so if you ever decide to get if you ever get the feeling for something, yeah, come, I will introduce you.
Okay.
And
I'm coming.
You'll quickly get sort of shuffled off to introduce to all of the people in the domain.
Amazing.
Leaving the three of you. Nora?
Is Lupe just holding a duffel bag filled with Millie?
I guess that's a good question. Would you have left Millie in the trunk and then maybe mentioned that, needs to be retrieved later?
Also, why am I carrying it? No, actually, no. I understand the reason why I'd be carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the question between Feline and Nora, because they would know what would be best.
There's got to be a storage unit or something that we can keep a literal rotting body in. Like, this cannot be the very first Elysium ever.
No, it is not.
Yeah, that brings in a dead body like this. No. So there has to be, like, we let them know who we are, who we are and what we have, and like somebody here has to be like, oh yeah, we're expecting this. Okay, a body. Got it. Fridge too.
Yeah.
You can give it to your father or your uncle, and they can give it to the sheriff.
We are running security. Yeah, no, I got it. Okay, I make you carry it, and I go look for my uncle or father. Actually, I'm not gonna look for my father.
You're gonna give it to your uncle?
I'm giving my uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can meet him later. But I will see my uncle, and just go. We brought a body, and we gotta put this thing on ice for a little bit.
Keaton will look down at the bag, look up at you and just being like, yeah, we can do that. We'll also let the sheriff know that it's been delivered.
Like very quietly, I'll like lean over and be like, I'll fill you in on it like later.
I fully expect you to.
But yeah, just keep it on ice. It kind of smells sometimes.
Dead bodies do that.
Yeah, but like, sometimes they smell good. This one doesn't really. It's okay. Just take it, please. I don't want to talk about that.
Yep. We will discuss this later. I will not mention it to Armand.
You'll probably find out.
He'll find out later.
Yeah.
And he'll take the body and move off somewhere behind the scenes. And yeah.
I guess we better try and get this Felix thing done first. So that way, I don't know how we're gonna get summoned or anything like that.
Before that happens, I think Lupe would get closer to Nora Feline, because people is like, you wouldn't happen to know which one of these people or where Morgan the Hound is, would you?
Aubrey, I've been here a while and I'm kind of important. Yes, right?
You would know Morgan. They're somebody who works under the sheriff, and you've heard rumors that maybe the sheriff is a little closer with some of her hounds than others.
Like Morgan Carnahan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him. Well, I don't know him, but like I know who you're talking about. Why? Do you need something?
I just need to have a chat with them.
Ominous, but I'm not gonna ask questions. We don't know each other like that yet. Okay. Out of character. What bitch look like?
Yeah, Morgan is a person who appears to be in their like mid-20s or so. They've sort of like the auburn hair, and they're a La Sombra, so they usually like to stick to the shadows.
Okay.
But usually you find the sheriff, you'll find Morgan.
All right, she's like mid-20s, auburn hair, white, probably. Basically look for the sheriff. You know what the sheriff looks like. You'll find her there. She's like a sneaky sort, like as in we'll stick to the shadows kind of vibe. So finding her on her own, a little bit difficult. Find the sheriff, you'll find her.
Great. Thank you.
Nora, do you want to come with me to go do the Felix thing, or do you want me to do it by myself?
I'll come with you. I'm hoping to hear something back from Felix regardless, but I'd rather you do all of the talking.
Of course.
You know where Felix is. He's sort of standing on the balcony, and as you move up closer to him and Vanessa, he'll smile at you and just say, I am glad to see you all again. Glad that you're all right. It's been a busy couple of nights, hasn't it?
Super busy. Do you mind if we speak a little bit in private? We have something we'd like to cash in.
Yes. I needed to talk to both of you anyways. So, yes. How about one of the dressing rooms? Should be suitably private.
Works for me. I make him lead the way.
Yeah, He will, before you leave, he'll just give Vanessa a kiss on the back of the hand and tell her to amuse herself until he returns. And you head backstage into, Feline, you know these dressing rooms pretty well.
Yeah. But I don't want to
Hmm.
overstep yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you, Felix will find one that is quiet and no one else around, and will lead you all in, close the door behind you. And first, he will, out of his pocket, produce a folded piece of paper, and he will look at you, Nora, and say, I have an address for you.
Appreciated. And Nora will grab it and I think just sort of stuff it down her shirt. So Erlyn is dressed sort of like Erlyn core, but fancy, like
Mhm.
dressed up. Nora is extremely not her usual style. So, like, her hair is still slicked back, but it's in this, like, high braid woven through with, like, silver chain. And she's decked out in just, like, leather and lace, like, corset, trousers, work boots. The sapphire ring on her finger is gone. And I think that the vibe is sort of someone who is maybe trying to pay homage to another person, her sire in this case, but this is not her comfortable place.
And Felix will say, as far as I know, hasn't been spotted outside in a while. I think 5 years or so, but that was the last address anyone had for him.
Appreciated. How is your guest settling in?
The Nyan is doing well. I have him set up in a place. I have him researching specific things for me and just getting them whatever they need. Hopefully, they asked questions about one of your friends, so I wanted to try and put the Nyan and Erlyn in touch.
Oh, I mean, Erlyn has a lot of questions as well, I'm sure. Z would appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll find them at some point during the party.
Yeah, look for teal suit. That aside, we got a couple things we'd like to cash in. Do you want the big one or the small one first?
Well, I imagine it's important, so let's discuss the more important business first.
My coterie and I have been tasked to bring in a well, for all intents and purposes, we'd love it if the prince would know that it's just a thin blood.
Just a thin blood.
Mhm.
And Feline, I need you to roll manipulation subterfuge.
Can I use charisma instead of manipulation?
Sure, give me a charisma subterfuge.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I want to say. Oh, wait, I'm gonna try and pull up everything.
Yeah. Don't forget, you can rouse blood for bonus dice.
Okay. This is a social roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm beautiful. I can add one.
Yes. Felix does find you very beautiful. Yes.
Good, I'm beautiful.
Good. I love just dropping. I'm beautiful.
Yep.
and leaving it like that.
I'm not beautiful, I'm cursed.
Okay. I don't think underestimated is going to work here for this
No.
particular thing. Would ingenue work here?
I'll allow it.
Once again. Okay, good. Good. And then I throw in the Viridian dice so I know I'll succeed. And then do that. And I think it's just this much, I think. No, it's one more. My bad. I'm talking out loud just so that way I remember how many dice I'm rolling. Okay, yep, it's this much. All right. I will not be rousing nothing. Just because I feel like I have enough. And also, I don't want to just start bleeding in a closet, you know? That's not fun. I love Viridian and Viridian likes me. That's not it. Okay. That should be 7.
7 successes. Well, let's see how Felix does. Felix is rolling. It is also Feline, you notice that Felix seems hungry. And Felix sort of shakes his head and just goes, it would behoove them to not have any suspicions about anything, of course. And this totally a thin blood. Anything I learn, keep to myself.
Can I vibe check Felix? Does it seem like he has some suspicion of like what this might be?
Yeah, give me a wits insight.
Can I use lie to me?
Yes.
So many dice, but
Do you want to spend a willpower to reroll 3 of those?
I do actually.
Yeah. That's 4 successes. You definitely get the feeling that Felix went up in hunger when he rolled to resist that. And yeah, he has his suspicions, but at the same time, it's just like, you have a major boon. I respect that.
Mm-hmm. And obviously that means our major boon is being cashed in.
Mhm.
And Feline will continue and go, and of course anything else we can discuss later. For this next part, I would like to inquire if you would be down to teach me some blood sorcery.
He smiles as very yes, I would love to teach you something whatever I know. We can figure out a time.
And you
Couple
do
of
know a
minutes.
lot, right? Like I've expended my resources already, but I'm hoping that you do know a lot.
I've been at this particular path of life for almost 40 years.
Well, that's great. Gosh, I was expecting more pushback, but I'm glad that there isn't any. I'm
That's
good.
what boons are for. And I'm aware that there are a lot of eyes and ears everywhere. We're okay for now, I made sure. But certain things are best not to discuss where other people might hear them. We can discuss this in further detail later. But safe to say is, somebody asks me what something is, as far as I'm concerned, it's a thin blood.
Great. Well, I'm pretty much good. I'm here to wrap up whatever is going on in this closet. Do we all go out at once, or do we like walk of shame style?
Yeah, just ruffle Feline's hair a little bit.
No, don't do that. I see you go and I go, no. I whine.
No, don't
whine.
do it. No.
You don't know who my dad is yet. Don't do that.
Felix is like, well, if it makes you feel any better, I can leave first. You can decide who leaves next.
Lovely rest of your evening.
You too. And Felix will open and leave, close the door behind him, leaving the two of you in here.
When he's out of earshot, I give Dora a high five. Like a little, weak but with feeling.
Yeah, she returns it. I think she will ask, though. I'm surprised you went to someone else for blood sorcery. Is that not something that your sire teaches?
Well, I was being truthful when I said I have exhausted my resources. I think arguably I know the most in my clan.
Impressive.
Thank you. I mean, I would say well, it's a Tremere. That's kind of their thing, more so. You know, like art kids for real. Whereas my sire is just so much more realistic. So I've decided to branch out. Doesn't know about that yet. But, the more that I learn, I feel like it's the better for us. And I do like a circle gesture to kind of just encapsulate, it's vague, but I feel like Nora can pick up a vibe.
Absolutely. I respect the pursuit of knowledge. And I think saying that, she will fish out the piece of paper and look at the address.
It is if you eventually when you plug it into look Google Maps or whatever, it is an extravagant but slightly rundown mansion.
In
Providence, yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean to pry too much, but are you looking for someone?
I am. It's Elisambra I met long ago, who I'd like to see again.
Well, if you need help, my afternoons are free. And also, if it's like a scouting thing, I can get other people to do that as well.
I'd like for him to remain ignorant of my seeking him out for the time being, but a scouting mission with us or with the rest of the coterie, I would appreciate any help.
Well, consider me in, as long as we're not doing something random like hunting down another thin blood.
Not a thin blood, no.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we're understanding. We are putting down so many fucking vibes, and we're like, wow, our minds are melding. But I will take my leave next. Yeah. I technically have to go see someone, so.
And then Nora, you're the last out of the room. And as you leave the room, there is a slightly familiar voice coming from around the corner or so. This sort of feminine voice saying, God, fuck, Roman, you're such a goddamn pig. You recognize that voice. Voice of, well, her name wasn't Arante when you knew her, but...
I think that Nora assumes she's having some sort of, like, not perceiving things correctly because this woman is, as far as she knows, dead, not kindred. So I think that we see her sort of pause and like visibly ground herself in the moment. And when the voice is still there, almost like dash around the corner to get a glimpse.
Yeah, as you move around the corner, you see for Kindred, this sort of burly guy in this leather jacket has this sort of shorter person sort of mask presenting over their shoulder, and they're like spinning, and you see this woman Arante standing next to this person in a hoodie and mask, and Arante is rolling her eyes but laughing at the same time, as this person, you're guessing the one in the leather jacket is Roman, and this other person on Roman's got a hold over their shoulder is like sort of screaming in ecstasy. They're having fun. They're being silly. And that's when she looks over, and she will see you as well. And she kind of freezes. And then everybody else notices, and the guy sort of stops and he goes, "Friend of yours?" And Arante goes, "Yeah. Friend I haven't seen in a while."
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Yeah, I've been here a while. Roman is just like, Raz, I think the prince needs us for something. Arante, just come find us when you're done. Roman carries this person M, and then Raz follows, and suddenly you're standing in the hallway with this person. She goes, it's Roman for you. First to get out of an awkward moment.
I think that Nora is still kind of frozen at a bit of a distance from her. Very much like thumb sort of fingering the skin of where that ring usually is. Like wants to be fidgeting with it, but it's not there for tonight. It says that there's the dressing rooms if you wanted to talk somewhere a little more private.
Yeah. Talking is good.
And I think as soon as they are like alone in the dressing room, the door is closed. Nora's just like hands on her face, down her neck, on her shoulders, just like making sure that she's real.
Yeah. She will come up and feel your skin as well. I'm just feeling like I didn't even know you were still around.
I thought they told me that you died, that he killed you.
And he told me he killed you.
He did his damnedest, and I think just sort of blood weeping down her face, Nora will sort of hand on her cheek, hand on both cheeks, and kiss her.
She will return your kiss. Say, it's been, oh God, it's been so long. I've been here since, oh God, 95, 96, I think.
I just got into town. I traveled before that with... God, are you here with him?
He's, as far as I know, still in the city. I haven't seen him in 10 years. After we in the 90s there was the big thing where the Sabbat, and we left the Sabbat. He said it was the right time, that it was just it was a matter of time until everything fell apart, and we've been here working for the Camarilla. I've kind of had seen him, what is it, 2020? I haven't seen him since like 2010. That was the last time I think he came to Elysium. Given a big fucking house and never leaves.
Yeah, I heard. That was why I came here.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Those were that's the coterie I've been running with for a while. We on werewolves.
Oh, there are quite a few around here, aren't there?
Yeah, they like to hang out in the national parks. Occasionally they wander in and cause problems, but as long as they don't wander into the city, they're try to give him space.
Awkwardly nodding.
Like, yes, I don't know werewolves. No, I've never seen a werewolf before.
That's a dangerous occupation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, it's been a very, there have been some close calls over the years. But, you know, someone's got to keep the domain safe.
Yeah, Aranthe, is it now?
Yeah, he gave me a new name. It's the one he chose. It was a lot easier to just not go by the name of a person who was supposed to be dead. And as far as papers or anything were concerned, I was dead. I even held a funeral.
Yeah. Yeah, when I heard that I had missed it because of... do you prefer it? That name?
I mean, I guess I just got used to it. But, how have you been?
Hey. I mean, I don't even... I was so sure that you were gone. Everything. It feels like everything that I've done was because I thought that you were gone.
Right here. And like as she leans forward, like she's wearing this like button-up shirt, and sort of on a chain in the shirt is the ring.
And I think that, yeah, Nora just sort of grabs her hand and pulls her in close again.
I've got a lot to catch up on, but luckily there's the whole living forever thing.
Yeah. I'd love to meet your coterie, I guess, at some point tonight. Mine is around here somewhere. We have a poacher to report to the prince, but...
That was, yeah, I heard about it.
Really, really messy. I just...
Usually are, usually, not thin blood who didn't know they got turned. Coming across more and more of those lately.
Around here, is there someone they suspect of turning them?
Well, yeah, some people get a little too close to someone, and you know, things get messy. They drain them, and or get close and panic, and feed them blood, and suddenly thin blood. And sometimes they do the right thing, and other times they freak out and panic and leave them. So it's like the because those things are weird. It takes so long, they just think the person's dead, and then ugh, I don't envy the Scourge's job.
No, our poacher didn't realize what she was, even as she was ripping into someone. So
Yeah, it's a all too common story these days. But yeah, I was about to get something to drink. It's been a messy couple of nights, and I'm a little low in the tank.
werewolf hunting?
Yeah. There's been a pack recently that's been testing boundaries.
Wait, actually, the reason our coterie was brought together in the first place was some kindred doing experiments on werewolf blood.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah, so something that has happened before, kindred, some thin blood out there learns that, werewolf blood gives you a hell of a high, and eh, they don't always realize that the coming down is just as worse.
Have you, I mean, you've fought them. Have you ever fed?
Uh, more than a few times, heat of the moment kind of thing. You lose control of the beast. There's last time it was like, oh god, it was a solid 2 days before I remember anything happening. Kind of
Oh,
lost 2 days there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think Nora is just like almost unmoored. Like she has put her unlife into avenging this woman she thought was gone and
Hmm.
is now here in front of her. And all she can think to do is just like make work small talk. And
Mhm. Yes, as you continue work small talk, you're led out to the bar as Arampe gets herself a drink, and we're gonna jump to Erlen.
Hi.
Hello. So Helena spirits you along and is introducing you to so many kindred. But eventually she stops you in front of this group that is sort of having a spirited discussion. And Helena goes, Erlen, this is the Youngbloods. They're the coterie to know. See, point at a woman. That's Isabel. She is the herald. So any decrees from the prince come from her. You've got Gwendolyn, who is rising star in the chantry. You've got Nazim, who is our seneschal. And you've got Peter. He has ties to the circulatory system. They're the people who, the next generation, let's put it this way. And your introductions are had. And Erlen, yeah, definitely. I'm just like, how deer in the headlights is Erlen?
Erlen is trying to be so normal and so pleasant and basically is, shaking hands, making eye contact, doing doing all the things that one is expected to do.
Yeah.
I think Erlen is doing their best to mask their like the sort of social awkwardness of Zim, especially given that this environment in the first place isn't Erlen's first choice of activities. But I think Erlen is noting all of everyone's names. I think where Z is extremely awkward socially, I think Z has a very good memory for faces and names, and so has been like noting down everyone's names and sort of what everyone looks like. But that sort of results in Zim being a little bit quieter, kind of the whole like doesn't ask any questions, only answers questions if asked kind of vibe.
And Gwendolyn will look at you and go, "You run that the tarot shop, right?"
Yes, you know about that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I actually I leased an apartment down the street.
Oh, that's cool. You live there?
Yeah, I before all of this, I went to Brown. I was studying ancient religion and languages.
Oh, that's really cool. I also used to go there.
Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to get my doctorate, but it's hard when anytime they want you to TA a class, it's during the day.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem now.
Yeah, you do readings. I will have to come by, and I will have to see it.
Yeah, of course. You are welcome to. And Erlen reaches into your pocket and pulls out a little, like a business card that says the Midnight Star, and there's like the shop logo, and then there's like a background of it's like blue, and then the other side has Erlen's name, contact information, and the address for the shop, which is also their apartment.
Yeah, and they say, "Oh, it's lovely," and they will put it into their like the small clutch and say, "Yeah, we'll drop by at some evening whenever you're free."
Yeah, of course. You can I do walk-ins, or you can call ahead or email. I don't care. Anything works. I have an assistant who can help schedule you.
Yes, I'll get something on your books.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you.
You too.
And Erlen goes in for a handshake.
Yeah, they'll shake your hand.
Amazing. Erlen kind of turns to Helena with a sort of like, "Yay, I did it."
You get like a little thumbs up.
Yes. And I just wait to see who else Helena wants me to talk to.
Yeah. You will get swept off to be introduced to a different group of kindred, but we will jump to Lupe. As you are sort of looking around, give me a wits awareness roll to sort of just get the lay of the land and see how quickly you can find this person.
Wits awareness. Three successes with a possible bestial failure.
Three successes. It's more than enough. You don't need to worry about that, bestial. You eventually spot the sheriff first, because you've met the sheriff before. You know what they look like. They've kind of been. They found a spot inside, sort of where the theater is, and they've sort of posted up, and they're chatting with several people. Actually, you kind of recognize some of them. You recognize two of them because they're members of a band. And you've probably seen them because they're like sort of rising star in the area. You know, they're gonna go on and do big things. And and you see the sort of shadowy person sort of standing very close behind Veronica. And Veronica herself will give you kind of a bit of a nod as she sees you approach. And she says to the two people in front of her, she puts hands on their shoulders and saying, no, this shit isn't your scene. The prince asked you to play a show. You play a show. So yeah, knock him dead, Tiger. There's like who's the guy who's sort of peak goth, his kind of slicked back hair and kind of rolls his eyes, and sort of this girl in this sort of relatively it's punk rock DIY dress, like prom dress is like DIY'd. She's just like, fine, mom. And Veronica's like, don't call me that. And they walk off.
Yeah. And Lupe would just, with a sharp person's just like, excuse me, are you Morgan?
And as Morgan will sort of step out of the shadows, wearing a very smart dress. It is kind of like this is what I had. Something that, is loose enough that she can easily move in, but, she can be like, I'm kind of fancy. Sort of black dress. And she says, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I should clarify. Lupe doesn't think she has enough standing to actually wear her mask around in this setting.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not. And she's like, I believe we have a mutual friend. Is there a chance we could talk somewhere about them?
Looks over at Veronica. Veronica's like, I gotta get a drink anyways. Fucking find me when you're done. And she'll wander off. Also, I will mention that Veronica still has the very large sword strapped to her back.
Sheriff perks, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if they're at a table, Lupe would just sit down, and just mutual friend showed up at my home, said they had a message for you. Is this a good time to deliver this message?
Better than ever. And Morgan,
Well,
as she does that, sort of just looks around, kind of does corners, and just says, yeah, we're good. I know you're watching us.
Well, they told me that you would like to know that there's an autumn they've been spotted in New York.
She'll nod and say, thank you for telling me. I think our mutual friend.
If you don't mind me asking, how well do you know the area and the going-ons around everything?
I've been here 6 or 7 years. I kind of my job to know big stuff that's going down, to report it to my boss. Keep my ear to the ground. Make sure I know who's causing problems when.
You probably know Valentina then?
Yeah, they probably showing up at some point tonight. They like to remind everybody that they have power here. More. I don't have a seat or anything, but they know how to get things, which just gives them power.
How much noise will they make if, say, something of theirs were missing?
Depends on the thing. I mean, ships, crates, things get lost all the time in transit. As long as it doesn't become a regular thing, one can blame Anarchs, Sabat, fucking Second Inquisition.
Okay. You wouldn't Is there anyone that, like us, they work with?
They got a couple people they run with. Some fucking, they have ideations of being a bigwig in the Chantry, and Imogen, I think. Fucking bruiser named Joshua.
Well, I think that's all I need to know for tonight.
Yeah, well,
Appreciate it. I didn't ask this many questions. You don't have to worry, Veronica, at all.
well, I gave you information. You gave me information. It's an even trade. And you're just asking. I don't have to tell my boss anything.
Yeah, I don't need to get in more trouble. Well, I hope you enjoy whatever the fuck this is. I need a drink.
Enjoy. Chantry pulled out some of their best vintages.
Sure they did. And Lupe is just going to get up and get some kind of drink.
Mm-hmm. There's a bar, and as you approach, you are proffered either a champagne flute filled with sort of the red sort of goldeny liquid, or a whiskey glass.
Lupe will probably take the whiskey glass.
Yeah, and as you drink it, it has that. It's obviously blood. You can taste it. But it's got that sort of burn of alcohol, and that sort of, you can kind of taste almost the notes of a person, like this vintage was this was a person who led a good life. They lived to excess, and you can sort of just taste it in the blood.
Notes of CEO.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Lupe will kind of maybe just meander around the bar, trying not to talk to anyone anymore.
Yeah. As everyone is doing this and looking around, can I get a wits awareness roll from everyone? Just sort of give you fun little things that you notice.
Sure.
I got 3.
I got 2. Nora is too distracted to notice anything.
Well, you'll notice varying things based on how much you roll.
Yeah, boy. I'm only rolling 4 dice. I was like, if I don't notice shit. 4 on 4.
Good lord.
Good lord, indeed. Yeah, 4 exactly.
4 exactly. Let's see. Okay. So most everyone else, you notice how relaxed everyone is. It's, this is a place where everyone here is vampires. There are some blood dolls around as well that mostly came as dates. But these are people who know and are, a walking, talking blood bag for some people. And so Feline, you got 4. Who got 5?
Me.
Mm-hmm. So it's a moment where Feline and Erlen, you are sort of both kind of standing near each other, maybe having a conversation about something, or just looking at people watching. You both sort of turn around the moment you hear a door open. You see Felix and Vanessa sort of just like exit the room. Both looking a little less put together than they were a little while ago.
Who's Vanessa again?
Felix's child or kind of person he's in a relationship with. And she's an artist that went to RISD.
Oh, she was the one from the first right, okay, I remember her.
And Erlen, you do notice it. It's because of the way that the collar of her dress is. It is very obvious that there is a kind of a speck of blood on it.
Ooh. Okay.
Could I have gotten a drink, by the way? But like one catered for me?
Yeah, I mean, they hand it to you. Something has been done to this blood that it is palatable even to you.
Okay. Does it sate any hunger?
Yes, one glass will sate one hunger.
I will make sure I drink this glass, but I don't want to be downing this now, okay?
Chug.
I have a whole thing to be, you know. But I'm drinking. I am drinking to what do you call it? Not to drink. I'm drinking to eat. I'm just doing it politely.
Yeah.
When I'm done, I might go get more.
Oh, you've got several hours, I'd say, that if any of you need to, by the time midnight rolls around, you can all get down to hunger one if you need.
That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm aiming for. If I can do that, like, shit, I'll just gradually remove the hunger, I guess, until I go down to one. Because I don't think I'll ever be safe. Like, you know, I'll reach 0.
Erlen, as we're sort of like in vicinity with one another, maybe we're talking, if we're not, and we both notice this door open. Erlen does that thing where like Z has like heightened senses, so like Z hears a door open and like does a whole like turns to look, sees what's happening, like turns back and then looks with the eyes instead. And then I just like fully turn away and face you again, Feline, and Erlen says, "Wow, they just
I know, in public too, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Embarrassing."
Felix does look less hungry.
Yeah.
We got it done, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Good.
Yeah.
Seems like Felix fed a little bit on. Is that allowed?
Oh, wait, and she's also right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
What?
We have more things in common. What is what?
I don't know. What did huh?
I don't huh?
You've in common with what?
Oh, you don't need to worry about it.
No, but I am worried. You tell me not to worry and I worry more.
We both have the same taste.
I see.
Oh. It's not redheads.
What? No.
I don't know where your went, and I don't want you to get the wrong idea.
No, I think I get it.
Okay.
And Erlen just kind of like squints at you and then like looks normal again.
And I imagine you all see Nora at the bar talking with this woman, and Lupe at the bar.
Does Nora look
just drinking.
uncharacteristically happy?
Nora is attempting to play it cool, but is very clearly like gravitationally drawn into this woman.
Erilyn looks to Feline and says, "Who's that?" With Nora.
I don't know. I don't know, but I want to know.
They got kind of chemistry or something going on there. It's like,
you know, they listen to Girl in Red.
maybe.
Actually, depending on how old they are, maybe they're like friends with Dorothy or something.
Erilyn is just like transfixed, like looking. And who's Lupe talking to?
Currently a glass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like right. She talked to someone that has been at the bar, just actually avoiding talking to people.
I see. Okay, then Erilyn says to Feline, Lupe seems to be avoiding people. Same as me. Helena finally let me go. So, but I met a bunch of people.
Wait, who?
Helena?
I fucking know, right?
Yeah, Helena is the Malkavian primogen.
Then why are you like this?
Like what? What do you
Oh,
mean?
like so new.
Because I am new.
I mean, yes, you're new, but I mean, like, why are you so baby fresh? Like, it's.
I was turned like 3 years ago.
No, I mean, like, with the rules and stuff. By 3 years, you should be familiar. Especially when your sire is primogen.
Yeah, they teach me a lot.
Well, they don't teach you sufficiently.
Well, I learn and remember everything that I learn.
The idea is that after 3 years, when your sire is this important, I'm not blaming you. I'm fully blaming them.
I don't know if it's their fault either. I just kind of don't engage.
I'm judging. Not you. I'm letting you know though, I'm fully judging.
Okay. Well, that's okay. They are nice, and they Erilyn like taps like 2 of their fingertips together. They are very eager to help me, I think, is the best way to put it.
Well, I'm glad that they care about you, period.
I guess it's just I don't... This was not something I chose for myself, so... But it happened, and now I'm just here.
That tends to happen with most of us. So at least you're in good company.
Guess.
People will understand what you mean, but choosing to be oblivious or not to participate in society is like entering a space that says they're not political.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I do think it's the same thing when you run around like over here. There are tons of... You want to stay safe is the thing, right? But you also should not be... You shouldn't be scared to be a part of something that you are unfortunately stuck in. It's the best of a bad situation kind of vibe. You might not be entirely happy with the community, but
I don't see it that way. I think I just don't want to make anybody mad. That's all.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I just hope that... I hope you continue to have a very good support system. Kind of matters when you're stuck in a semi-immortal state.
Yeah. Erlen kind of just like trails off and stops like looking in your direction, and seems just like fixated, lost in the sauce, lost in the thoughts.
I let you ruminate because I have to leave. I love spending time with you, but also I have to go find my sire. I also got other things to do.
That's fine. I will be here. And Erlen looks to the spot to their right and just like sidesteps to the right and stands there instead.
So yes, Feline, you move off to go find your sire. As you're doing that,
I never described what I look like.
do that real quick.
But I wanna let you know that my desire is to fucking stun these people with my presence. Okay? And at any given time, you gotta let me know if I've done that, okay? Because I can't. The issue with that desire is I can't measure it, you know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. All right. So, Feline is in this. It is a black fitted dress with short sleeves and a very like open neckline. With it's got a nice little deep plunge, but like around the boobie area, it becomes a bit of a nude illusion on the side, and it will continue just kind of like around the back as well. So in a way, it kind of looks like top part is a little flowery, but it's not. And then it goes into a nice like dark black kind of vibe, like the velveteen kind of material. So like when the light gets on it, you're like, that's light, but otherwise it's pretty like thick, I would say, with like one very high like slit for the leggy, and she's got like simple white diamond studs for her ears and diamond bracelets, as well. Etienne is like wrapped around her neck loosely, but it's a live snake, so obviously it changes position whenever he would like, but like that is the vibe. No necklace, Etienne. And she's also wearing like short black lacy gloves to cover both hands, and her shoes are those like Christian Louboutin heels, so they are black with the red bottoms. And they're also expensive. And pretty much like she's just walking around like a fucking princess. And one note that I am putting just in case, because like we're not allowed to have weapons, but Feline never gets caught slacking like that. So she has put poppy seeds hidden in the back of her dress, which is like this sort of tied lace corset thing going on at the back, and they're just hidden within the ribbons or the strings of it. So she's not completely she's never completely defenseless, but like in terms of weapon wise, it's just seeds in the back of her dress that you can't see because they're hidden, and also her hair long.
Those seeds would work on Erlen. We all know that.
Distraction.
As you're doing that, you're breaking off to find Armand. We'll say you all noticed this. You notice these two people walking in from where the theater is. One of them is a very tall, probably 6 6'3", 6'4", in a very, very expensive suit, wearing what appears to be a plague doctor's mask with sort of a wide-brimmed hat. He has leather gloves on as well. Sort of a smaller woman, probably late teens, early 20s, long brown hair, wearing very just sort of basic gray dress, is walking next to him. She has a tablet that she's typing away at, and they are talking furiously between the two of them. Anybody who wants to try to catch what they're saying, I need a wits awareness roll.
And where do we see this?
They are essentially coming in from the theater into the lobby. You are right above them.
Okay.
And then Lupe and Nora, you're at the bar, and they're essentially passing you. And then Feline, you're also up above in the balcony. You haven't left yet. So 4?
4.
5?
I should say, Lupe's not rolling.
Okay.
7.
7? Okay. We will start with 4. Feline, the only thing you catch is the man saying, "We will deal with it another night. Not tonight. It's not the time." Nora, you catch what the woman said before to get him to say this. And she says, there's a glitch in the system. I don't know how long it's been there. It could be big. And then Erlen, you catch this. You catch that the woman called the man Corvus, and then you catch her reply and the fact that she is obviously very panicked about something. And she goes, I have to shut the whole system down. We don't know how long this has been here. We don't know what's gotten out. And then Corvus goes, do it. Deal with it tomorrow night.
Cool. Erlen files that away.
Mm-hmm. And then, Feline, it does not take you long to find Armand. He is in sort of a area that was probably like a place where they keep like security cameras, and they've sort of taken it over and buffed up security and all of that. And he is looking over machines and computers, and as you sort of approach, he looks up and smiles at you and says, "You look beautiful."
Thank you. Sorry I didn't come back last night. It just took a long time.
It's understandable, and I know that Alessia's is closer than our place to your domain.
Mm-hmm. So how are you feeling? How are things? Did you wake up okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just lots of stress over this. Magdalena wants everything to be perfect. You know how the showbiz people are?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have a saying like happy wife, happy life, do we? Happy prince.
Happy domain?
Happy domain, yeah?
Yeah, close enough.
Peaceful domain.
Yeah.
Happy Prince, peaceful domain.
Well, it's gonna be a little bit of a show tonight, just as a heads up. I don't want you to totally freak out. But
Yeah, been briefed just a little.
yeah, I want to give you a proper rundown, but so many prying fucking ears, and I look around.
Yeah, we can have the full discussion back at the Haven once this is all over.
I don't need to do anything, right? I mean, besides what I'm supposed to do here. Do you need me to do anything?
I need you to have a good night. Have fun. Go dance with Alessia.
Inside check.
Yeah, roll a wits awareness or wits insight.
I want to see how he's feeling for realsies now. Wits, insight. I'm aroused for, is it 2 extra, right?
Yep.
I'm fine. Give me these. That's not a roll. That's me dropping the dice. Okay, yeah. Four.
Yeah, he's not lying to you about anything.
Does he seem okay? Does he seem like, is this one of the better days? Like, is that,
Yeah,
that's what
he seems a little stressed over like all of this. But you know, he seems, any stress he seems to have is about Elysium, not like about anything else.
Okay, well, I am feeling much better about it. And then I'll go, oh, by the way, found out one of the members of my coterie is the childer of God, have Helena. Isn't that wild? Small world.
Oh, it's the one that she took under her wing, yes.
They seem really new though.
Helena is unique in their approach.
I would assume so. I'll get out of your hair now, but you know how to find me if you need anything. Besides at midnight, that's when the show starts.
Of course.
I'm gonna leave now. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And I dip. I go waddle. Well, not waddle, but like in theory, I'm waddling. But I go off to find Alicia and drink some of the more of this juice.
Yep.
Of this good blood.
Yeah. Alessia has been going around and you know, doing the thing that you do at a party. And let's see. And Nora, you at any point seek out your sire?
I think Nora will go to find Chloe, mostly just for the sake of appearances. Just like a quick momentary, like, you know, the space looks great. Good job. People have seen us interacting. I'm gonna go now.
Yep. Chloe, who's also very aware of keeping up appearances and everything, will do the thing, you know, the dutiful, like, you know, she's talking with some important people, and then she turns and goes, "This is my child, or Nora, these are these very important people. You know, lovely conversation or anything. I'll find you later and we'll fully catch up." Fully knowing that she doesn't intend to. And so you can go back to Aranthe and continue just having a lovely night. Let's see. Erlen, Lupe?
Well, I was actually going to say, could Lupe notice Erlen not doing anything and actually go walk over to them?
Yeah.
Because I think Lupe would be like at the at the bar and just see them, and Lupe can't tell if like Erlen is by himself, more than likely not wanting to talk to people, or just like unsure what to do. Because they're equal levels of awkward, I feel, for different reasons. So Lupe would like walk over with like the whiskey glass and just Erlen, how's everything going tonight? Doing all right?
Yeah. It's good. I met a lot of people. And you know, this isn't really isn't really my environment. I'm not the best at talking to a bunch of people I don't know, especially when everyone is much more what's the word? Sophisticated, I think, than me. I am better in small group situations. I think that's it. And it's kind of loud in here. So that's the other thing. My after I, became like this, my hearing got way better. And so it's kind of very loud, and I forgot my earplugs at my apartment, so it's kind of a lot. How about you?
Yeah, about the same. I'm sure you could tell. Also not my scene.
Yep. How's you drinking the juice? Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a group of people who care about society and status, and that shows even in this.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you feel, but like I'm just here, and I wish no one would look at me.
I get it. I'm not really about this status thing. It's just a means to just like a further reason to look down on people in eternal life. And
yeah,
if I didn't have to be here, I 100% wouldn't. But
yeah, it's And Erlen kind of just trails off and says, do you think I should get a drink? Because I mean, like, literally everyone else is drinking.
Only if you want to. I was parched. So.
Fuck it. And Erlen will walk to the bar and will wait for a bartender to come over.
Yeah, you're given sort of the same. It's sort of a champagne flute full of the sort of the amber-looking blood or the whiskey glass.
Erlen will take probably a shorter glass. Erlen is not a champagne flute, wine glass, fancy type person. Erlen would take the short little whiskey glass. And just kind of like looks down at it and looks up at the bartender and says, who is it?
Bartender sort of looks at it and says, I mean, it's I believe that was 1985.
Shit, how do you keep it not go bad? Wow. How do you keep it from going bad? Erlen corrects himself.
Oh, it's blood magic. We do it, and it's. Oh God, I'm trying to think of how do I explain it to somebody who doesn't do blood magic. It essentially is the blood is kept in like a suspended state. That when the bottle itself is enchanted, so when it is poured, that's when essentially it is like you're pouring from the vessel for the very first time.
I see. That makes complete sense in the world we live in. Yep. Thank you. Sincerely.
You're welcome.
That makes sense. And Erlen will awkwardly take the glass and will kind of like do like a cheers motion towards the bartender and will turn and walk back to Lupe and say, so, what are we all waiting around for?
Lupe would like just take a sip of their glass and it's like, well, whatever happens at midnight, I think Veronica got one of the local bands to do a show for the Prince. Or Veronica is encouraging one of the local bands to do a show because of the Prince.
Which band?
Which band, Aubrey?
It would be the vampire punk group December Sympathy.
Right. December Sympathy.
Oh, they were the ones at the club.
Yeah. They.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you want to? I don't know. Do you know anyone here? I was just walked around by Helena, the Primogen of my clan. And I met a bunch of people. Do you know anyone here that I could talk to? Or we could just stand here together? That's cool too with me.
Well, I know the sheriff and their friends.
Oh.
Friends, quote unquote.
Never mind. I will stand here.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? And they're going to go into their things like, I understand the whole ear thing. I think I have extra earplugs on me. And they will hand them a pair of earplugs that they happen to have.
Erlen takes them out and turns away so that Lupe doesn't see Erlen just looking for earwax on them, because Erlen has a thing about not putting other people's earwax in your ears. And so Z like kind of like, just wipes them off on the front of their shirt and puts them in and then turns back and just says, thanks. And I will take a sip of this blood. Does it taste good?
It does.
Is it better than the drink I had earlier tonight?
It's not as fresh as like drinking from the vein, but it still tastes good. It goes down smooth, and it almost has a bit of the burn that one would expect with alcohol.
Interesting. Erlen involuntarily shudders a bit. I don't think Erlen was ever a super big fan of alcohol.
Question for Lupe.
Yes.
You're keeping your eye out for someone, right?
Yes. Yeah, I heard they were going to be here tonight, so they would have been.
So you're relatively sure you know what they look like, right?
I think Lupe would know. They would have been keeping tabs.
Okay, give me a wits awareness. See how much of a tab you are keeping.
Let's see. I only have 4 dice for this, so... I mean, I got 2 successes.
2 successes is reasonable. You could try for more with a willpower for just that one last dice, but even still with 2 successes, you're relatively sure this is the person you're looking for. They are wearing a very nice suit, and they've got sort of this close cropped, like buzz cut hair. And they're sort of followed by these other 2 people, and they're discussing something with someone who looks very important as they walk through the lobby. You hear something about a tome on lease from the Chantry, and something Carthage, something you know.
I think as soon as like Lupe clocks that they're here, they're going to I don't know, just like pat Erlen on the shoulder and it's like, I'm just gonna walk around. I'll see you midnight.
That's fine. I will be here. And when you walk away, Erlen pauses for a moment, and then, almost as if Z remembered that Z overheard a very strange conversation, peels off in the other direction to go look for Helena.
So Lupe, are you going to try and talk to this person, or are you just like gonna try to shadow them?
I think Lupe would first try to find like a place that they could just like keep a good eye on them. If they're like going somewhere though, out of like sight, Lupe would like try to just like follow from afar.
They seem to be heading into the they're heading towards the stairs to sort of head up to the second level.
And yeah, Lupe would like tail behind, so it's like they're not super close, but then also like follow them.
Give me a dex stealth.
I don't think I have stealth, but I have dex.
You want to rouse the blood?
That'll give me like a 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me rouse.
You succeed. You don't get hungrier.
Yay. Stealth. And so I would just put that modifier, right?
Yep. Would you like to spend a willpower to re-roll those 2 dice? So maybe it's not a failure.
Yeah, totally. Oh. Why is willpower roll? Maybe roll 4.
Did you hit willpower on the sheet?
I did.
Right-click the roll and then do willpower re-roll.
Gotcha.
That's a willpower roll. Say if you need to like resist frenzy.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Okay, that's an additional 2 successes.
3 successes, so you're able to. We'll say that I'm gonna roll for them real quick. They only get 2 successes, so they don't realize that you are shadowing them. You catch a name. You catch the name Sibylline. That the person you're relatively sure is Valentino says. And just through context clues, Sibylline is the regent of the chantry. And she's the one in charge of the Tremere. They're
Okay.
discussing specific tomes that the chantry has, and Valentino is trying to borrow some.
Okay. I'm trying to think if nobody has anything they want to talk about now. I don't think they do. I think they're just gonna like
collect information. That there's a person to Valentino's right. They look relatively bookish. They're probably the Tremere that someone mentioned, and then there's a bruiser who definitely did not dress for Elysium. Jeans, dark t-shirt, leather jacket, and sort of flanking Valentino in a way that they're looking around, trying to make sure that nobody's causing problems. But you could follow and listen for a bit. And Erlyn, you're going to find Helena, right?
Yes, because Erlyn knows that as much as I am not super jazzed by Helena's hovering over me and fussing over me and all of that, Erlyn knows that Helena does have my interests in mind. At very least, the very important thing of keep Erlyn alive, which I like, and so Erlyn does trust them at least a little bit, and I think in this world trust is everything. So I'm gonna go find Helena to ask them what they know about those people that I saw. So I'm just looking, and it shouldn't be too hard to spot them.
No,
they're very bright.
They're very bright, very easy. They're in the middle of a conversation with somebody you don't recognize. But when you get closer, Helena will tell you that the person they're talking to is Micah Reynolds, the La Sombra Primogen.
Cool. Let me just write that down. Micah Reynolds. Cool. And I just say, I think I, go through the introduction. I've been doing it all night. And I look at Helena and just say, can I talk to you for just a sec? I don't want to interrupt. And I kind of look between the two of them.
And Helena's like, oh, it's fine. We were just discussing business. It was lovely talking with you, Micah. We'll see you around. And Micah's like, I gotta go find my ghoul anyways. So, and they head off, and Helena's just like, is everything all right?
I think so. I just, and Erlyn's scanning the crowd looking for Plague Doctor guy and companion.
Give me wits awareness real quick to sort of be able to follow their movements.
Oh, look at all my dice. Erlyn is good at looking. Actually, wait, and I have, hold on. Specifically, sharp senses for sight is specifically really good, so I get an extra dice. So I will do that. I gotta put that back in. Cool. That's a lot of crits. Hold on. 7.
They sort of, you watched as they went and they talked to the person manning the security office, and then they've moved off into a different corner, and they're continuing this conversation.
Okay. And I kind of, once I spot them, I kind of side of my mouth to Helena, just say, "Do you know who that person is? Plague Doctor Mask, can't miss him. Name is Corvus, I think."
Yes, Corvus. They're the Nosferatu primogen. There are not many Nosferatu in the city, but Corvus keeps tracks of them.
And who's that with them?
They look and they go, know that they go by Vortex. They oh god, I'm bad at you know the net we use for our kindred only phones, right?
Oh, yes. ShrekNet.
Yes, that thing. She is the one who kind of designed it and keeps it going.
Oh. Shit. And Erlen will then turn, like, because I've been talking like side. Erlen will fully turn and face Helena and say, "Well, I just heard something very interesting." Haha. And Erlen will tell Helena about the conversation I overheard.
Helena, it's kind of a look. I'm sure if it was an emergency, Corvus would let us know. There are safeguards in place to quickly shut down the network in case. I mean, to be fair, most of us are here tonight. So if now is actually a decent time for there to be a problem with the network, because we're all here.
Is it kind of like how Wi-Fi gets overloaded, or?
Oh, could be. I'm bad with technology.
Oh,
I broke my toaster somehow.
I can try to help you with your toaster. I don't think I can help with anything else, but I can help you with your toaster. Maybe.
I would probably. Yeah, that would be lovely, actually.
After this,
yes, another night.
Yes. What's happening at midnight?
Oh, that's the prince will have arrived, and then we will all go in. Everyone is Prince will hear about things that are going on in the domain. You will present the thing. There are a couple other people who have been told to bring things to present to the prince at Elysium. Prince is in the announcements.
Right.
Given then, so when the majority of the people are here.
So it's like, Erlen kind of chuckles to himself. Because I think when Helena was originally telling me how Elysium and the audience and all that stuff works, they described it as public show and tell. And so Erlen's just giggling thinking about that again.
Yeah. And it is almost midnight, so that announcement's gonna come at any point now, but it'll come next session as we roll into the second half of Elysium, where the prince has things. You've got a body to present, and you have one last member of your coterie to meet up with. So
I'm normal. I'm normal.
We'll go around one more time and have everybody tell you who they are, who they've been playing, and where you can find them on the internet. And we'll start with you, Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki, and my laundry machine is going buck fucking wild right now. You should be able to know where to find most of me now. But if not, find me all over the internet at some variation of Kinami_art, where I do a lot of things. things that Alyssa and Dusty can also tell you that I do. But otherwise, if you check out me over on Nameless Domain, I'm doing a bunch of stuff. Ironically, also semi-vampire related. You can also find me on Wednesdays, most Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST over at the Mandy channel, where I play a necromancer that ironically that we were making fun of this episode. Haha. I think, yeah, the rest of y'all can just tell me what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I am next. Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. I played Nora. My character name is right on my screen. I know what I'm doing. You can find me online at A Disaster Queer. You can find me in Mist Lost with Akino, where I play a Circle of Stars druid who is perfect and beautiful and great and nice. You can also find me on various Goblets and Gaze things and at An Unwavering Force, which is a Star Wars actual play GM'd by our lovely Dusty that is using Pathfinder 2e currently. And that's me.
I'm muted. Okay. Hi, I'm Dusty. I have been playing Lupe, who's not doing anything suspicious whatsoever. And you could find me again, various Goblets and Gay shows. I am the GM of An Unwavering Force, a Star Wars story. You should listen to it. It's really good. We put out maybe one of the saddest things I've recorded recently. Really good. Real sad. Like, real fucking sad. But good sad. Sad, but good sad.
That's my
Which you
missed
can
call. Relax.
I hate it. I hate that. Well, you can find at Unwavering Force. You can find me at Dusty Hill. That's the letter E, Hill. Everywhere, basically. And just go listen to stuff.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nala, or Jay, go by both. My pronouns are they, them. I have been Erlyn Shu, the very nervous Malkavian who uses Elysium Zir's pronouns. I'm on the internet at Nala Woo and at Nala Draws, for my artwork. To clarify, that's Nala Woo on Twitter and Nala Draws for my art Twitter, and Nala Draws everywhere else, including TikTok, where I will have been posting content of Erlyn on TikTok that is funny and relevant to the game. So if you want to see that, head on over to Nala Draws on TikTok. I am an art director and illustrator in TTRPGs. I do a lot of cool stuff. Hire me, please. That would be cool. Before the show even started, like tonight, I was like, what's the weirdest way I can plug myself? So that's what I came up with. And I've been holding that in the entire session. And I'm like, I gotta remember. Hire me. That'll work on somebody. So here we are. Anyway, that's me. I draw things and I voice act and I do sensitivity consulting to make sure that the stuff that you're making is not problematic in ways that would suck if it got published like that. Wow, great pitch. Erlyn's rubbing off on me. But that's me. Throwing it back to our lovely GM.
And last but not least, I am Aubrey, your storyteller. You can find me doing so many things over here on Goblets and Gaze. There's a chance that Mother AI may still be going at this point, so go listen to that. Mother May I, or just go listen to that in general, because season 2 has been fucking amazing, and Ferris is knocking it out of the park. And then if that's done, Tyrant of the Dark Star should be beginning on that. So listen to our brand new Pathfinder game. You can also find me doing many things over on Queen's Court, and if it's got music on it, I probably touched it in some form. And I have some fun stuff that's coming out over there, hopefully this year. Don't have any dates on it. So yeah, just keep an eye out and then go find me on the internet at the Mad Queen or Mad Queen Cosplay to see all of the other things I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah, Kindred, we will see you all same time next week for the second half of Elysium. I'm sure everything is going to be normal and fine.
Normal. We're so normal.
So
Fine.
fine.
Bye.